guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man, hope everybody's having a great. Did I say great Saturday? It's Saturday. Hope everybody's just doing. If for a lot of people, Saturday is relaxation day, some personal time. Then do that. Whatever it is, whatever it takes to keep you at your best or get you away from the monotony of the week or the long hard week or whatever. Or maybe Saturday is a work day for you, like it is for me, man. But whatever it is that makes you happy, I hope you're doing it this Saturday. Before I get into this video, man, I want to talk about some things. First of all, y'all know we're gonna talk about this Bobby Webster interview. I think it was one of the most revealing interviews as far as their plans, and I feel like Raptor Nation at this point they got a clear indication of what it is they're trying to do. But before I get into that, first of all, thank you to everybody that support this channel, man. I love you guys to pieces, man. You guys really motivates me, and it just makes me want to be better for you guys. But one of the things that I do get often, I get the DMs on Instagram. I get the slander sometimes from people that says you talk a lot about the Ravens, or you talk a lot about the Raptors. I've had someone say, well, you don't have any Raptors gear on. That's disrespectful. What? How is that disrespectful? This is Chris's Sports Corner. This is not Chris's Lakers Corner. This is not Chris's Raptors Corner. Chris's Cowboys Corner. Chris's Ravens Corner. Chris's Eagles Corner. Whatever. This is Chris's Sports Corner. I just did a whole video on the Houston Rockets. Right? So I try to mix it up. Now, when it comes to certain teams, because I got such and I'm so ever grateful to the following I got from the Raptors, right? Raptor Nation really support this channel, man. We've built this relationship, and I'm going to continue to put out as much content for them as possible because they show up and show me love. So my only way I know to say thank you is to go on and say, here's some more content. Here's the latest I got. Why not? I do that with my team. I can do it with their team. It's okay. I like it. I enjoy it. So same thing with Raven Nation. I can put a lot of Raven videos out, and they show me a lot of love. I give it back. I got Mavericks fans on this channel. I got Celtics fans on this channel. I got obviously Raven fans. I got Eagles fans. I got some Giant fans. Listen, this is Chris's Sports Corner. We're gonna talk about all other teams, but I got certain teams that I'm gonna give a lot of love to because they give it back to me, and that's my way of saying thank you. I don't know no other way to say thank you but to do that. All right, cool. Now that we got out of the way, let's get into this schedule program, man. Some things just kills me, man. Like putting out information, just give me information I got. Try to get it to you as soon as possible. I would think that would be appreciated, Anyway, but the one thing I would say, right? I will always say this, man. I will always say this. Raptor Nation have my back, and I'm gonna continue to have that. So anyway, that just threw me out, man. I'm a positive person, but God, man. But what I do want to say is the fact that the interview with Bobby Marks kind of lays out what the Raptors got in store and their plans for the future, right? That being, for one, they're going through their youth movement, right? They're getting younger. Moving on from Kyle Lowry, many refer to as the GOAT, the greatest rapper of all time. I 100% understand that. And we had a debate about that, in the live stream. And in the live stream, there was, names like Vince Carter was throwing out Kawhi Leonard. But I think Kawhi probably is up there because he did bring that title. But Kyle Lowry played a significant role in that too, and he's just been a staple for the Raptors. When we thought of rap, we thought of Kyle Lowry, and I think he's gonna go down to greatest rapper of all time. But we'll see, man. But one thing that a couple of interesting points about this interview is what Bobby Webster was saying was that it was time for them to do a youth movement. Time for them to move on, get youthful, and build around OG, Steady, Freddie, Pascal, and build around these guys. You got Malachi Flynn, who I thought had a pretty decent season, and I think he's ready to take that next step. You bring in a Scotty Barnes, a versatile big, not necessarily a big, but he can play all four spots on the floor. And I personally think he can even play center when the team goes small ball, but hey, we'll see. I like that. Another thing they point out is the Dragic. Now everybody had written off that Dragic was going to the Mavs, and that still could happen. I'm not saying it won't, but what Bobby Webster was saying was, forgive me if I say Bobby Marks. I don't know why that could be stuck in my head, man. But what Bobby Webster was saying was, hey, we don't mind sending him or making a deal, but the deal got to make sense. We actually like Dragic. And I understand, right? Like, I understand, but this is the deal that was made. If he could come in and be a force and be and be a part, a chip that can really help take this a piece of the puzzle. I don't want to say chip. I want to confuse that with championship. But what I mean, chip is a piece that can help take this team and maybe provide that veteran leadership, you know, to a group of young guys, which they still got Steady Freddy and Pascal and all these guys. You got some championship experience on this team. So the Raptors have put together a pretty good mixture, but they do say they have no problem keeping him. They was really, really high on Precious. And I'm gonna look into him, and I want to do some. I got a couple videos I got to get done, man. I don't know. I'm backed up a little bit, but I want to do a in-depth video because they wanted him last year out of college. So this is like this was their opportunity to kind of double back, and go get someone that they actually wanted last year. So we'll see. But so they like him. So they really wanted to move forward. And try to take that next step. But the one thing I think is important to talk about is the fact that this is a long-term play, right? Like they're looking at this from the standpoint of, all right, this is 4 or 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years from now. And you know, part of that is having Masai Ujiri on board as a president of basketball, and we got to say vice chairman. I don't exactly know what that means just yet. I want to figure that out. But as a vice chairman or chairman or something like that, vice chairman I think it was, he is a part of this long-term plan. So they're looking at this thing long-term. They're looking to put themselves in a situation where they can compete year in and year out. You know what, the ceiling is high for them this year. But that's not saying they're going to reach it. But I do think they got the right people in place. They got bigger, which was important. You kind of got Steady Freddy probably going back to that point guard role, maybe? We got to see. I think he's going back to that point guard role. I'm not 100% sure. He didn't speak on that in the interview. But also, you know, they have a foundation of guys they want to build around. They got a plan going forward. And I think for Raptor Nation, this interview, if you watched it, it put a lot at ease, right? It put a lot. You're like, okay, all right, I get it. Okay, this their plan going forward. I still think they can make the playoffs. Am I wrong? I don't know, but I still think they got enough to still make the playoffs this season. We'll see. We'll see how it all pans out. But it's a new day in Toronto, so this is passing of the guards. Time to move forward. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, man. You guys be